Well,
Welcome to Shade and the City. I am your girl Treese.
it's Nels.
And today, y'all, we are here to do our recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac. As you can see, our Photoshop ladies in the back, Gizelle being the most. But yeah, so thank y'all for joining us, all of our Shade Squad and our new viewers. Oh, by the way, this is season 9, episode 3. Something about
Mama knows best.
mama drama or something like that.
Mama knows best.
Oh, I knew it had something to do with somebody's mama. But yeah, y'all, and we did see some mamas, and all the mamas was out here looking good, okay?
Kiana's mama.
Okay, that's what I meant.
She's not giving mama.
No, that's giving auntie,
Child,
maybe older sister.
I was about to say that's giving sister.
But yeah, y'all. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button for us.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's jump right into it and let's get shady. All right, y'all. So we're gonna kick off this episode. As we know, the ladies that do actually show up to support the GNA event are confused as to why they're being kicked out by Miss Bryant. And Stacey asked Ashley for confirmation that she told them to be there by 8 p.m. And Ashley admits that she did say that, but it's 8:04.
Let me tell you something.
I would have slapped her.
I was about to say it would have took everything inside of me to not.
That was such a smart, and it was
out her ass.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I was like, can I just say, and I ain't even gonna hold you. Although I do like Ashley at times, this episode reminded me of why I'm like, this is why I can't fully, you know what? I guess because she's a Gemini. Maybe I like one side of her and I don't like the other. I don't know. Because sometimes I do enjoy her, but this episode, I was like, I really could have just not seen her.
I can't really think of a time I really liked Ashley.
Oh, wow. Well, there you have it. So then Gizelle is upset that the ladies went to support Karen, as we know, getting an award when she just hit a tree, versus supporting a good cause, obviously to honor her father. And Stacey and Mia are both upset, and they said that it was tasteless, them being thrown out this event. Jazzy is giving Ashley a mouthful as she's leaving. And then Ashley says that she believes this is between Gizelle and Karen. Okay. She don't want no parts. And so then Vivian comes out to the van to say hi to all the ladies, only for Gizelle and Ashley's like team of people or organizers decide to give Ashley the job because they know she's the messiest. You saw what Gizelle did. She said, Ashley will do it. I said, oh my God, you're such a flunky. And she was like, I will. And so she goes, runs over there, takes the little barcode joint. Huh? Right.
I was so glad that when Jazzy closed the damn van door on her. I know Ashley was upset about it, but I felt like it was well deserved. With your dumb ass, get away from my van. Get away from
you. But what made me, we'll get into it. You got to be careful with Ashley, and this is why, because we'll get into it.
Did she say that was her? What'd she say? Did she say it was harassment or something?
Yes,
no,
she said it was harassment. No, but it wasn't even that. She gives me the type, if she got a bruise, she'll have you in court the next, like she's going to file paperwork. She gives me that vibe. She absolutely gives me that
vibe. To get that divorce. Child, if you don't go somewhere.
Right.
I thought it was hilarious when Jazzy closed the door on her ass. That was harassment. No, boo, you chasing after me with a QR code is harassment.
Right.
Knowing damn well
after I got kicked out.
Exactly. I ain't about to give you none of these coins. What's wrong with you? I knocked the coins out your child. Look.
And I'm not trying to be funny. I know it was going to a good cause, and shout out to, what was it, the Brain Cancer Society.
Then you should have let us come and experience your event and give you the money properly.
Right, because it don't take that long to give money. Clearly not. If all they could have did was scan the barcode, so they didn't need to. They didn't need to be there 2-3 hours.
Exactly. You so in your feelings. You ain't worried about getting money for this great cause.
And like I said, no shade to the foundation. I think they're probably. I'm sure they're probably doing great things for great people and research and so on. However, did any of those coins go to this website?
What website? I don't think it was. I don't think it was.
GNA,
No, I
because
don't think.
it's the GNA Fusion. This is their new brand they're building. What
Sure.
I'm just saying, that's how they're trying to brand. Now, if she would have said, I'm not even gonna hold you. If she would have said, "This is an event," she says it's a GNA event. We're raising money for the Brain Cancer Society in honor of my father, but it's a GNA event. What is GNA doing? We still don't have anything. We have a pair of socks on the website that's available.
Are you for real?
I don't know. I ain't been looked in that long, but I promise you, if I pull it up, it ain't gonna be nothing there. Maybe a tank top, the same one that they started with.
I don't know. It's giving all that.
The
All that.
overcharge, the 45 overcharged tank top that you can get anywhere else. I'm done. I'm just saying.
So Jazzy, she stopped by to see Stacy. They're definitely still upset about the night before. Stacy is like, why does Gizelle even have security? Like, is that what these ladies do? They got security? Like, do I need to get, some referrals for some security? Like, cause it's giving the ghetto. Okay. Ashley gets there. And Jazzy ain't too happy about it. She started rolling her eyes, like, why is this show
Oh
here?
yeah, she was like, not her.
Yes. Ashley said GNA had a great night, and Jazzy said Gangsters and Alcohol had a good night, but we didn't.
Mm.
Um, Now she did apologize to Ashley for closing the door on her. Karen gets there, walks into
And
the
I
middle
thought that was very sweet of her to offer that.
because I thought it was well deserved. Karen got there, walked into the middle of their argument of them going back and forth about her slamming the door, her closing the door. Look, listen, okay. You're lucky it wasn't a real door because I'd have been done really
Then
close it
look,
on.
and she would have had you in. You would have had a court. You would have been getting served.
You might
Please,
not make it there.
you stupid.
So Ashley asked Karen about the fact that, Gizelle told her, she was like that basically you met with Gizelle the day before, and then the day after, basically the next morning, you talking about you told Gizelle that you wasn't gonna invite the ladies, and then the next morning you did. And then when I asked you about it at your birthday party, you didn't even really know nothing about the event, and you was deflecting. Okay. Miss Karen.
I ain't even gonna hold you that. I thought Karen was wrong before, but then when I heard like the whole, she told you that I don't want to interfere with your event, and then turned around and invited.
Yeah,
I said,
you
oh,
didn't remember
Karen.
that?
I don't remember her telling.
Karen was dead ass wrong.
I know I do believe she was wrong, but I don't remember Karen saying to Gizelle, "Hey, I'm not going to invite the ladies to my event because I don't want it. I don't want them to like basically be double booked." I remember her saying, "I have an event that day, and I'm going to make sure I'm there, even though I have an event." But I
No,
never heard that part.
she did say she wasn't going to invite the ladies.
Oh,
And
okay,
morning she did. That's why I was like, no, she was dead ass wrong.
okay.
So Karen got in that ass. She was like, basically, I know you ain't talking about deflecting when every time I asked you about Michael and pinching asses, you couldn't answer it. I said, oh, we went back to that.
And I mean, yes, she had valid points up until they show.
Hercules, okay. Karen said, basically that she knew when she gave her them damn Uber gift cards, okay, that she was being shady as hell. And she said that she should have gave them back to her so she can get a consultation and get that human being of a corn off her foot. I don't know what the hell that meant.
No, she said that acorn,
That
human
acorn.
being of an acorn off her foot. Yeah.
I said, yeah, that one didn't land. It didn't land for me anyway. Okay.
I mean, it did kind of land because even Ashley thought it was funny. She couldn't even.
Because Ashley was like, okay, we're so off topic. Like, are we really talking about my bunions right now?
Well, that's deflecting again. Yeah.
Exactly. So then she starts showing the world her bunions. And look,
And she see, this is what I was really done with Ashley.
girl,
She put her whole foot up on that girl counter. Now, don't get me wrong, it would have been nastier for her to take her shoe off and put it up there. But it's just the fact that you put your whole shoes up on my counter. It's Ashley. I know.
it gives. I'm not gonna do that. But look, Stacey was like,
No home training.
that's not what I was gonna say.
I know what you was gonna say.
Get out my mind. So Stacy's like, she's such a pretty girl from the top of her head to her ankles. I said,
Right. Can I just say, I really like Stacey. So
yeah,
far, like I like Stacey so far.
I like Stacey too. But then Ashley, she was joking and she got right back to it. She said, what you need to worry about is that jail time. Okay. Whether you going to jail or not. Okay. So basically, they want to move forward. Okay. Stacey basically asked, like, the only way, she's like, how are we going to move forward? Because really, for me, what it's going to take is Gizelle apologizing. Okay. And Ashley really don't know if that's going to happen because she knows Gizelle is not the type to apologize.
See, if I was Karen, I would have been like, and maybe you should be concerned about your divorce and making sure you have a home to stay in once you're done and you no longer have Michael's money. See, I'm just saying, Karen, girls, I'm in the area. I'm just saying, I'm a good reader. I'm a very good reader. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so then basically we see Wendy and her mom. They're in the kitchen cooking. I never remember her mom's name. It's just Wendy's mom. Um, but she shares with her mom that she's going to North Carolina with the ladies to visit Lake Norman. Never heard of this. This is terrible. Clearly, I need to get out more. So Mia says, and I'm from North Carolina. That's the sad part. So Mia says that it holds a special place in her heart and all they have to do is eat, drink, and be messy. And I said, that's my type of vacation, girl. Ain't nobody trying to work out. Ain't nobody trying to kayak. Ain't nobody. Let's not do nothing. Only thing I'm ever trying to do on a girl's trip is a boat. Okay. So
I don't believe that one, but
what? I
we
mean,
can't
I do like to get a little adventurous sometimes, but
to get up early and have stuff planned. And
well, yeah,
she's
if you have like a tour or something that day, but
no,
not
you no,
every.
no, no, because you want to plan the tour. Tour. That's my point. You want to book a tour. You're not just eat, sleep, and be merry or be messy. You want to book a tour.
I want to get the history of where I'm at first and get
Book.
acclimated.
Look it up on Google.
You know what?
Advisor.
She's terrible, y'all. And this is and I don't even know where Lake Norman is. See what happens when you think like that and you just go you don't learn nothing, okay?
I
So anyway,
North Carolina. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
you stupid. So Wendy says that where is Syracuse in proximity to freaking Rochester? Yeah, get it together. Get it together.
That's not look. That's out of state.
No, that's New York. I'm sorry, y'all.
Look, if it's out of the 5 boroughs, it don't count.
Bye.
It's about the 5 boroughs.
So we all know, and Wendy lets us know this whole episode. Her birthday is coming up, y'all. She's about to turn the big 40. And so she's gonna be down there during her birthday.
Is she
Wendy,
or is she a Taurus?
oh, Wendy?
Yeah. Or Gemini. She
I
said
thought
May.
Wendy was, it depends on when it may. For some reason, I felt like because wasn't she in a car with Ashley last season when they did the Zodiac thing?
And what is Ashley? Gemini?
Yeah, Ashley's a Gemini.
She might be a Gemini. Okay.
No, Wendy's a Taurus. She's May 21st.
Okay.
She's on the cusp. That's even scarier. That's even scary. But I love my good girl Wendy, so let me not say that. I'd take her any day over that Gemini Ashley. So anyway, Wendy reveals that Eddie's father called to wish her a happy Mother's Day. We know that Eddie's family from past seasons didn't really rock with Wendy too much. And then I love, because I don't think I ever understood, even though I wasn't like deep into it when they first started. I don't think they ever really gave us a background or why the family disliked her so much.
I think we still really don't know, but we do know a little bit more.
But we know a little bit more than we did. So basically what happened is, I guess their mothers used to be friends until they got engaged. Wendy believes they grew apart, and
Which you would have thought brought them closer. So that's what I guess that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like we know a little bit more, but it still ain't making no sense to me.
because Wendy don't want to say what her mama did.
Oh, you think it's her mama's fault? Oh, okay.
That's just my opinion. And so well, basically, Wendy says that she was thinking of inviting him her 40th birthday. Her mother tells her, "You should do it. You should do it." And Wendy says that 40, she's going into 40, she's trying to be positive, and it's just hopeful they can all move forward. And then basically, Wendy's mom talks about how last time they saw each other, that it was at I guess the baby boy's christening, which I think we saw. And she tried to hug her, and Eddie's mom pushed her away, and her mother and the mama said, "God will judge you."
I like how she said, "Listen, I ain't gonna give her no hug this time, but if she come to me and try to get a hug, it's gonna be a showdown." I said, "Oh, all right,
Look,
let it be a showdown." So we see Kiana's mama giving very much her sister. Okay.
right.
She came over to visit her and her boyfriend Greg. She brought him some soup because he had a root canal. Apparently he in pain. He can't eat nothing. And whatever Kiana's making, apparently they scared to eat because the child can't
It's
make
just
no
not
eggs.
edible.
She can't make no eggs. The pancakes is questionable. Thank goodness for the mama. Okay. Now she told her that she is wearing a lot of hats.
Sometimes when you just that cute, you can't be good at everything. You can't have everything. You can't be,
It's pancakes and eggs.
some
Cut it out. Pancakes and eggs.
sometimes, man, sometimes you can't have it all. Like they say, you can't have it all.
I know kids under 10 that know how to make pancakes.
Don't do that.
Okay. So yeah, she told her mom that she's wearing a lot of hats right now. She's pretty stressed. The house that they bought, like the move-in day just got pushed back a few weeks. Now she said that she is happy that they're living together because she's not ring thirsty. Okay. So living together was more important for her. And mama ain't trying to hit none of that. She said, what does the road to marriage look like?
Right.
Damn BS you talking, okay? So she tries to explain to her mama how she's not thirsty for a ring because she is a confident woman. And yeah, mama said no. That's not what we're trying to do,
Yeah,
okay?
she said that's not what we're doing. We're not gonna let nobody play in our face.
Apparently it means more to her that, well, she said it was pressure, but it means more to her that, after his divorce, she was introduced to his kids and she was the only one that was introduced. I mean, y'all getting married. I mean, you might as well just go and do it. Just
Cause
buying
I
a
think
house.
mama's realizing what's happening. She's like, you're not gonna play in my daughter's face. Cause like you said, it is giving married already. So if
Mhm.
you're already giving it,
You're introducing to the kids. You're the only one that got introduced. That's giving wife material, is it not? You buying a house together. That's giving wife material, is it not? She's here taking care of you. Her messed up pancakes and eggs. Even had her mama bring some soup over for your hurt ass. It's giving wife material. If you could buy a house, I'm sure you got money to put a ring on it. So just
well, I hope that works out for her. Now Gizelle is getting ready for the girls' prom. I've always said I may not be a Gizelle fan, but I always love seeing her in her motherhood. And so she's, missing her dad's presence at this
don't play
time.
about their kids.
Huh?
That's because Virgos don't play about their kids.
No, Virgos don't play about their kids. And so she's missing her dad's presence at this time because he always came around to show up for the special moments for the girls. So Pastor Jamal comes by to, discuss curfews and basically just sit around and watch the girls get ready. And so they decide on 12:30, only for Jamal saying, yeah, good, because he needs to be back so he can get to church. And so then production asked Gizelle is she aware that Jamal has a girlfriend? And she basically says that yes, he has a girlfriend, which we all know at this point he's engaged. Um, and basically says, but you know, we got 3 kids together. That's the father of my kids. So I don't care what he got going on. That ain't changing.
I was about to say, yeah, she said that's the only thing that ain't gonna change. Basically, it's giving he changes girlfriends like he changes his straws.
No, yeah. I mean, and for a while he was. That's again, they're engaged now, but yeah, he was kind of swapping them out.
Well, this must have been after Malaysia then.
Yeah, that's after Malaysia. Or who knows? It could have been at the same damn time. Same
Maybe
damn.
that's why it didn't work out. Mm. You was done?
Or maybe because he cut off the payments.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Ink is in town to see his boot thing, Mia. Okay. He got an Airbnb so that they ain't got to be in the same building as Gordon because Gordon just be all up in their business trying to come over for coffee and all types of mess. Jacqueline and her daughters came over to visit and celebrate her boyfriend or her co-parent partner, uh,
Parental partner.
parental partner, Pat's birthday. Now, in a confessional, Jacqueline said, "You know, it's real weird. Okay, this situation that they got, Mia and Ink, because she said when they broke up, he was trying to get at her." But she said, no, no, no. What I'm not about to do is get involved with that, get in that mix, because she ain't want them problems. Good thing you didn't, girl. One, because that was,
Okay.
and clearly it was a serious relationship. Clearly. But, anyways, then Ink,
What I think is weirder is this whole whatever Jacqueline got going with this
potential
man.
partner.
Mm-hmm.
So Pat gets there, she's like, hey, PP. So Ink is like, what the fuck is a PP? Okay, why is this man called? Why are you calling him? She said, well, he said, he's called parental partner because they ain't together right now, and they are parenting in a peaceful manner, and also because he has a big PP. They was just kind of like, yeah, let's just change the subject on this, okay? Now in the kitchen, Ink and Pat is just chatting it up, talking about their kids, and Ink is talking about, yeah, mine is over there in the living room.
He said, I'm gonna put a claim on it.
Did y'all get a DNA test and we don't know nothing about it? I mean, then they're all sitting around having a conversation about Gordon, of course, because he always comes up. I would just feel like that's weird to do in front of Ink, but whatever. And she's
I
so
guess
casual.
she can't feel away because when Ink is there, he's popping into the apartment, like she said.
No, this was the part for me. She's so casually talking about how she had to clip his hangnails and giving him coffee in his coffee cup. Girl,
No, she
let's
said he left his coffee cup, so he came back over there for the coffee cup. Like he does little stuff like that, so he has a reason aside from seeing the kids, so he can be over there.
let me tell you something. If my ex told me to clip his hangnails, I'm going to give him my ass to kiss.
Oh well, most people would.
And for damn sure not talking about it in front of my new dude. Yeah, I'm up here clipping my ex's hangnails. Yeah, just
It's too close for comfort, but if Ink like it, we love it. So basically, Stacy goes to work out. Her friend TJ shows up, so we get to meet good old TJ. Now Stacy.
this scene right here took me.
So now I will say, I don't know. We didn't talk about it, but I will say that I did like they released the taglines a little late, I felt like, but they released the taglines for this season. And I know Stacy's is something like about I might no longer be hosting the show, but I can still steal the show. And I said, you definitely are doing that, girl, because you funny. You funny. So anyway, TJ shows up and says that the closer, Stacey says the closer she's getting to divorce, the
What I'm
more
gonna
she
need you to do is to read between the lines.
um and she starts thinking about the possibility of another romantic relationship. Now, Stacey asks how much he wants to have sex with her on like a 1 out of 10 scale, and he responds K. So
Yeah,
production asks,
what that mean? What that mean?
It means it's not on the scale. It's not at all. So production asks if he's a virgin, and she says no, but he doesn't want to have sex until he's married. Now
No,
he
no,
has had sex with
no,
other
no, no,
people.
no, no, no. That's not
Okay, okay. What did I miss? What did I miss?
how she worded it.
Okay.
That ain't how she worded it. First of all, he gave that he had no desire to have sex with this woman.
Well, yeah, it was definitely giving that.
I can understand if you're holding out for marriage, but that doesn't mean that you don't have a desire to.
Or any type of intimacy. It seemed like any, yeah.
Then she said, hold on. He doesn't want to be intimate with a woman unless she's his wife.
I did hear that the woman part, but y'all gonna let my brother live. I think she just took an awkward pause. That's what that was at that point. She just took the awkward pause.
And so has he. He's been taking an awkward pause. He don't want that. It's giving she's not his vibe.
I can agree with that. So basically the production is like, well, what are you gonna do? You gonna wait? She's like, I feel like he's worth the wait. So then TJ asked, what's up with her divorce, basically. Because he's
You
Stacey
want
doesn't want to talk about it.
in a divorce, but you ain't acting interested in screwing me.
Look, he expresses that he wants to do things the right way. Okay. So Stacey
You want to
admits
do it the right way, but you don't even have a desire to screw me. That's stop it.
you're terrible. So Stacey, maybe he's one of those like physical doesn't, maybe it's like an emotional, he needs the emotional.
I thought we got that too. We talking about marriage, are we not?
I'm trying to play advocate, y'all, but she just won't. um so basically Stacey admits that she's having trouble, separating her new life and going on and being single because she's been with her ex-husband for so long. They've done things in the community together. And so because they, I guess, haven't come out and been public about their divorce, people probably still think they're together in these streets, or at least they probably keep up appearances like they are. That's what it gives me. But what were you going to say?
Oh, too much. I think we should just move on.
Okay, let's move forward. Onward.
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 So we see Mia again in her fourth place. I'm guessing. I'm thinking this is maybe her and Ink's place because
No, this is the place she has in DC, the
one
corner suite. Yeah.
as
No. That's her. Yeah, her fourth place. Like, because the first season she was renting that house for like 250,000 or something like that, and then Gordon lost his business, or they got kicked out the business, so they had to move to the apartment in Bethesda. Then they got kicked out.
That's cheap.
Then they got kicked out of the house in Bethesda because remember that's where she said Gordon owed rent because he stayed there, and now she's in they're both in the same apartment complex in DC.
Oh, okay, so where she was showing us was still in the same building as Gordon.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know why that's okay.
No, just because they showed the four separate, so it made you think, but that was just over time that she's been on the show.
Okay. Well, she in the house with Ink. Okay. He wants to know about this girl trip and if she spoke to Gizelle. She said that she did. Gizelle called, took accountability. She apologized and said that she was actually mad at Karen. Then told him that she has a court date for a criminal case coming up.
Mm-hmm.
This man told her to support her. She should have signs outside to say "Free Karen." I said,
Mia,
y'all shady asses.
It is shady because you know what? We'll get there when we get there, but I don't know if I believe Mia because it's Mia, right? But I wanted to believe her at the end of the episode, but then you can't believe her because of this scene, which lets you know that she's on some shit at the end of the episode. But I really truly wanted to believe her.
You know what? Let me say something. Ever since Karen's dinner, her birthday dinner, in the comments that she said about her kids, her and Gizelle, I could give a damn less what Mia has to say about either one of them.
Oh, you're like, you know what? I'm team Mia. I hear you. I do like her, but she be lying.
She did. She be lying.
Hmm.
She be funny while she doing it.
Yeah, she's funny while she doing it. Gizelle says that when she so she wants to get Jazzy and Stacy from under Karen's spell and get to know them for herself. So Jazzy tells her that she appreciated the way Gizelle greeted her when they walked in, and Gizelle does give them an apology and admits that she was wrong for throwing them out. I said, and look, Wendy shows up and is shocked to hear that Gizelle gave an apology and wants to know who this body double is. And so Gizelle asks Stacy about herself, and Stacy kind of gives Gizelle the rundown that she wants to give her, right? Because again, Gizelle don't really know her like that. So she's trying to give her a run through on her pending divorce. And, you know, based off of what she was saying, I understand why she's so hurt because it sounds like her and her husband just grew apart. Like, it doesn't sound like, at least in my opinion, doesn't sound like there was like infidelity it just sounds like they, and I can only imagine that's hurtful, especially when you've done it for so long.
Mhm.
And now you have a kid involved. So yeah, basically, Gizelle gets the vibes that like, oh, well, it sounds like, you still want to be married a little bit. And she was like, because I was happy when I was headed to divorce. That's because of what you were going through, Gizelle. You
Mhm.
had infidelity and
Mhm.
and he was embarrassing you publicly.
That'll do.
That'll do it. Okay. That and Stacy made it clear I would never be happy about going through a divorce, but especially clearly not with my circumstances. Okay. So Ashley jumps in and just says, well, it's okay. She's moved on already, though. And which you can tell that Stacy wasn't a fan of. So Stacy says she didn't like that, and she decided to tell all her business at this table over the charcuterie board.
I love that she addressed it right then
Oh,
and there.
that's why I said I really like Stacy.
You know how like some of these people they like you
Wait till
don't
they
know that they're upset
professional.
until you hear it in the confessional,
Right.
and then they want to address it later. I love that she said something right then and there.
Right. And so basically Stacey says she ain't like what I already said that. And then she says she's looking at Ashley differently now. And Gizelle encourages her basically, look, the best thing you could do for your child is to focus on your own happiness and not
And if
be
the man
chasing after
is
this
happy, then
and
rock.
chasing after this man.
That ain't chasing after you. He's
Ding
chasing
ding
after
ding ding.
he's chasing after something else.
You stupid.
All the ladies are headed to the airport to go on their Lake Norman trip, all except for Stacy. She said she's going to drive because apparently someone in her family had passed in an aviation accident, and
Mm-hmm.
she wants to honor them in the month of May. Now, Jazzy and Kiarna are getting to know each other once they get there on the ride. While Wendy and Gizelle are getting to know each other a little bit better, and Gizelle is like, "Girl, I'm actually liking this girl a little bit." Mia asked Karen how she was doing.
I
Now,
love that scene because I think it goes back to what I said in episode 1, where I was like, if they act, or was it last episode? And I was like, they probably gonna find out they have more in common than they do different.
who are you talking about?
Gizelle
Giselle.
and Wendy.
Hmm. So yeah, Mia asked Karen how she's doing. She said that her back is against the wall, but it's legal, so she can't talk about it. And Mia said, "Girl, it's all over the internet." So Karen said, "Well, read it." And she said, "I did,
And
Bookie.
that's why I'm asking.
Why I'm checking on you." Okay. And basically, she says she's not trying to chastise her, but she wants, to make sure that she knows that she is a friend. Okay. But then in the confessional says the first step is admitting it, and she ain't even got there yet.
I ain't even gonna hold you.
You messy as hell, girl. You should know you messy.
The preview for next episode makes me feel like, I mean, Karen's gonna regret it anyway, but it looks like to me from the previews, it looks to me like, oh, we couldn't get you to answer anything at the dinner. So now we're gonna lock you in the house and trap you and just fire a whole bunch of this whole weekend. And I'm not saying I feel bad for Karen because I absolutely think that she needs to take accountability. And I don't know if y'all heard recently in the news about how she's trying to get evidence thrown out of the case because she said They didn't read her Miranda rights. And then she said that they illegally searched her car.
Remember, she
Uh,
was
well, hopefully, look, they said that they illegally searched the car, but they found two beer bottles in the back of it. So this whole I went to a restaurant and I drank and I got overwhelmed and then I got in my car and drove. The beer cans ain't in the back ain't helping. That sounded like you was drinking while you was driving.
it's definitely what it's giving.
But I mean, I'm sure one of them 9 citations got that on there. But yeah, no. So that was pretty much this episode. Next one looks like it's gonna be hot and interesting. We'll be celebrating Miss Wendy's 40th, or I guess the beginning of it, for the most part. And Karen looks like she's gonna get grilled and can't get out of it, can't deflect. So you know
Mm.
how she get when her back against the wall. So it'll be interesting to see. So we appreciate y'all being here with us. If you haven't already, hit the like button.
Make sure you comment
Make sure you subscribe.
and hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And yeah, y'all, we will catch you next week for another recap of the Real Housewives that happens in Potomac. Have a good night. Bye bye.